What's going on, guys? We have this question right here. It's asking. The question is about computing determinants and find using cofactor method, possibly along with other methods as well. So the question is about determinant. So how to find determinant using cofactor method? It's very simple. It's better we can choose any column or row, and then if we find the cofactor and add them together, it's going to give us the determinant. So in this case, best the thing is the main thing is we have to choose the best column or the row because we have to reduce our steps. So in this case, if you see like always the best column or best row is the column which have more zeros, because if we have more zeros, we have to deal with less equations and it's easy to solve. So in this case, if you see, the first column has no zeros, second column has first row has no zeros, second row has 1 0, third row has 1 0, uh, fourth row has 1 0. So three rows has 1 0. But it's better to select one of them because those are containing 1 0. But let's see if there are any better things than this. So if I take the columns, this column has no zero, the second column has 1 0, third column has one no zero, and the fourth column has, if you see the fourth column, it has 2 0. So it's very best to choose this column because we only have gonna have two equations and it's going to be very easy to solve this question. So let's choose the fourth column and solve this. So determinant. So if this, let's say this is a, this is equal to a. If this is a, then determinant of a is going to be the cofactor of this one. So cofactor of this, I'm taking this one. So in this case, we have the location is fourth row, first row, fourth column. So it's going to be -1 to the power of 4 plus 1 times the determinant of a. So it's going to be the values except, like, if I'm taking the 3, right, so I have to multiply this one with 3, then multiply by the of determinant of the values. Like if I take 3, I have to eliminate the vertical and horizontal component of it, so it's going to be the numbers in between those. So it's going to be 3 minus 1 2 minus 3 0 1, and then 1 minus 5 minus 2, and the next one is going to be plus this one. So if I take this one, I have to eliminate vertical and horizontal component of it. If I eliminate the remaining things, before I do that, I have to do the same formula here. So it's going to be -1 to the power of 5. The location is uh, third row, fourth column. So it's going to be 3 plus 4. Then times number is 1 and determinant of, so all of them are multiplying each other. Then determinant of this one, right? This is determinant of the values except this vertical and horizontal component of this one. So it's going to be 2 3 1, 3 minus 1 2, then we have 1 minus 5 minus 2. Then if I find the determinant, this is going to be -1 to the power of minus 1 to the power of 5. So whenever you get anything to the power of odd number, it's going to give you a negative number, and if you have the power of even number, it's going to give the same value as it is, because negative to the power of odd number is going to be a negative 1. So in this case, we have an odd number, so it's going to be -1 to the power of 5 is going to be -1. So -1 multiplied by 3 is going to be -3. Then determinant is going to be, we use the plus minus plus method, so if we could use plus minus plus, plus minus plus, and solve for this one, I will get 3 plus 3 multiplied by AD minus BC in between. So it's the same thing. I eliminate all the vertical and horizontal component of these 3 and find the determinant in between that. So that's the main, that's the useful method to find determinant for 3 by 3 matrices. So the same approach is going to be 0 times -2 is going to be 0 0. Then -5 times 1 is going to be -5, so it's going to be 0 minus -5 is going to be +5. Then we have minus minus 1 is going to be plus 1. Then we have, if I take this one, I will get minus 3 times minus 2 is going to be plus 6. Plus 6, 1 times 1 is going to be 1, so 6 minus 1. Then we have 2 here, so if we take plus 2, um, this is going to be 3, minus 3 times minus 5 is going to be 15, minus 0 is going to be 15. So I am done with this. Let's move to the other side. So here is going to be negative 1 to the power of 3 plus 7. So if you see the 3 plus 4, 3 plus 4 is 7. So 3 plus 4 is 7. Since 7 is an odd number, negative 1 is going to be negative 1 when you find the uh, find this value. Then if you multiply the 1 by negative 1, it's going to be negative 1. Then determinant, we find the determinant as usual. It's going to be plus minus plus method. If I take 2, I will get 2 minus 2 minus minus 10, so it's going to be 12, because 2 minus minus 10 is going to be plus 10, right? So it's going to be 12 right here. Then we have minus 3. 3 minus 2 is going to be 6, minus 6, and 1 times 2 is going to be 2, so minus 6 times minus 6 minus 2 is going to be minus 8. Then we have plus 1 right here. 3 times minus 5 is going to be negative 15. Negative 15 minus minus 1 is going to be negative 40. And then if I calculate this value, this comes out to be minus 150. Then the other one comes out to be minus 31. Then if I add them together, minus 34, and then I add them together, it's going to be minus 184. And this is my final answer. This is the determinant of A. So this is how we find the determinant using cofactors. So I hope you guys understood this concept. See you next time.